Right, g'day team. Tonight we're going to do our first power stroke workout on concept 2. So, reasonably easy. Couple of things we're going to have a focus on today. We're going to go an extra 40 drag factor. So, have a warm up. Good warm up, 5 or 6 minutes. Go into your menu if you want. Go to more options, display drag factor. Now, have a look at what you normally have it on and what you've been doing trainings on. If you actually have been up around sort of the 8, 9, 10 on the machine, just check what the drag factor actually is, because if it's 130 is normally 5. And that's probably a general, most people are around 4, 5, 6. Low 4, 5, 6. And 150 is like 5. So what we want to do is we want to go an extra 30 to 40 drag from what you're normally doing for these pieces. Well, for 6 of these pieces, the 7th one, we take it back to where we normally do our training. And it feels amazing. And there you really get some good speed out of it. So good warm up, because what we don't want to do is we don't want to do ourselves an injury, because there is a lot of extra load. All the air's disappearing from the fan because we've got it open, and so that slows the flywheel, is actually quite heavy. And that's the great thing about the concept 2 is you can do really heavy stuff on it. You can do really light, fast, quick stuff, which we'll do at a later stage as well. So today is just literally about trying to build a little bit of strength, holding the form and holding the technique while we're under a bit of pressure, under like the resistance pressure. So a little bit more work on the abdominal core, the lower back. And yes, there's a lot of studies around that say that using the row machine, you can injure yourself. Yes, if we've got poor technique, if we're sort of shooting our butt a little bit, we want this whole core, this whole midsection to be able to use, to be able to hang. So those legs are going to hang. You'll really feel the hang underneath the arms today. And you'll really feel the body working because of the resistance against the chain. So hopefully it's pretty self-explanatory. 3-minute pieces, 90 seconds rest in between. Take your time, just cruise it along. Leave the drag where it is in the rest. But basically the first 2, so there's 6 work pieces and then 1 fast piece at the end of it. The first 2 are 2 minutes at 22 and then 1 minute at 24. Then the 3rd and 4th piece, same again, 2 minutes for the first rating, which is 24. Then we go up to 26. And then for the 5th and 6th one, we break it down. It's a minute at each, 24, 26, 28. And we'll take our 90-second rest between that 6th and 7th one and just move it back to where you normally do your training. And then it's 1 minute at each, 28, 30, and 32. And it will feel incredible, because there will be so much less resistance, and it'll be a lot faster, a lot quicker. We may even go down, take it probably 10 below what you normally do, and you'll just feel really fast, and you have to think about the connection and picking up the speed of the row machine. So, as I say, do a warm-up, get nice and limber, get ready for it, as we don't want any injuries for this to happen. You need that good warm-up. And as I say, while you're doing it, check where you normally have your drag factor at. As I say, 5 is normally 130. That's what I'm going on. And so whatever you normally do it on, if you're below that, if whatever your drag factor number actually is, just go 30 to 40 above it, and do a couple of minutes, do 2 or 3 minutes at that as well. In the warm-up, just feeling it. Yes, it's going to feel hard, and you're going to be like, wow, this is different. But that's what the purpose of today is to build a bit of power, to put the body under a little bit more strain, and that's the secret to the power strokes. So it's going to be pretty easy again. We'll set up intervals, and we'll just do 7 minutes as the work, and then 90 seconds as our rest, and we'll get into it. So I'm ready to go. You guys do your warm up, do what you need to do, and then hit me up for where we're going to be sitting. So intervals time again, 3 minutes. And I think, yes, and so a minute and a half. 1 minute and 30 seconds for the rest time. Right, rock and roll. Remember, if you've got erg data set up, link it to your phone. It can be running in the background, whatever, or sync it at the end of it. Keep those numbers racking up in your logbook. Always a great self-check to be able to go back and see what you were doing previously. Remember, nice clean erg. Get your rag, get your towel. We'll have some water in between. So here we go. First couple shouldn't be too bad. So we're starting off the first piece. We're going to 2 minutes at 22. We go up for the last minute to 24 rate. Then we've got a bit of a rest in between. So here we go. I'm a couple 100 miles from Japan. I was thinking I could fly to your hotel. All right, 2 minutes, 22 rate. Here we go. So if you've done a good warm up, you'll feel that difference in the weight of the hands. All the air disappearing from the flywheel, making it heavy. Get the connection. Feel the legs. Should be a little bit more patience. That initial part and that take up to feel the weight of the chain. Feel the hang. Feel the swing. Feel the body. You will feel a bit more weight in the arms with the draw. Changing up to now. The more speed in the legs. Feel the power. Good swing. Smooth curve right through the stroke. Even force. Right to the line. A good first one. If you found it a bit heavy, and you feel like it'll be hard to maintain for the rest of the pieces, just come back a little bit. It's about finding a drag that's going to work for you. If you found it too easy, sheesh, by all means, ramp it up a bit more. We always had a great workout with strapping a piece of hose pipe to the boat and doing a whole range of different power strokes. We used to do some real crazy ones building up into London, where our coach would make us do 5k without the bungee, 5k with the bungee, 5k without, 5k with. Then we'd do a whole range of different ones where the rating would go 38, 40 plus. While we had the bungee on, man, they were interesting for sure. Right, back into it again. Here we go. Now, 22. Should be able to feel a bit more freedom this one. Feeling the pressure right to the finish. The resistance. Still trying to be loose in the fingers, not choking the handle. Feeling the hang. We have to create a bit more recovery around the back. We don't have the same accelerated motion as normal. So check the seat. It's coming right up to the heels. Full leg drive. Sitting tall. Ready to change to 24. This one. Now, legs, body, move the hands. Resistance. The resistance training. Should feel a bit easier. Create the acceleration now. Good. Yeah, so really feeling that resistance, how every stroke it just starts to feel heavier and heavier. We've got to combat that by using the technique to be able to get that connection through here, to be able to carry the body. And yes, now that there's more resistance on the chain, you will feel a bit more of a pull into the body. Still trying to make it feel like it is a hang and a carry through from what's already been created. But you will probably notice a bit more in the lats and the traps from that draw. But most obviously, ignite the glutes into the back and use the thighs to help drive the body through. It's driving one motion. Don't think too much legs and then swing. We want it to find the happy medium. Right? Third piece, we start at 24. Now, so find the freedom and the rate before we look to lengthen. So we've got the rate. Now, self-check, nice and long. Keep it moving. Good hang. Core. Feel the back and the core work together. Good hang. Feel the metronome rhythm. Back and forward. Legs. Create. Body carry. Arm draw. There we go, chain. 26. For more speed. Before we lengthen. Rating. Now tap it. Good. Hold the speed. Composure. Here we go. All the way. Good. Nice. It's a little bit more difficult on that one. Now with that rate going up. But that's just teaching our bodies to get used to that resistance. It's not ridiculously crazy, but you should be noticing every stroke just sometimes feels that little bit harder to pick up through here and hold through all the way. And you will notice sometimes that you're losing it through the middle, and then you're having to either try and jab the body or jab the arms into the finish. So maybe press the second button down on the right and have a look at your force curve for a while. See if we can get it nice and smooth and consistent.
All right, 15 odd seconds. So move to the right when we start to lengthen. 5 seconds. Here we go. Now. "24. Feel the connect. If you switch to that force curve, nice and smooth. Doesn't matter if it's too front-ended or at the back. We don't want it jagged. Back off the pressure if you need to a little bit to get it smooth, then build it back again. Moving the hands. Good. Good focus. Loose hands. Breathing. Focus the connection. The legs. Driving the body. Coming down to that minute. Ready to change. Now, hand speed, leg speed. Get the split. Hold. Good. Length and swing. "20 seconds. Push. Body. To the line. Good. Solid, team. Going well. Suck it in. Quick drink, keep moving. So the breaks in between these, if we were doing a longer piece, we'd stretch it out a little bit longer as well. But it's probably about right for what we're doing at the work now. You know, you should be thinking, crikey, we're working pretty hard here, but well over halfway now. We've only got 2 more of these to go. They shouldn't be too bad. The last minute, when we switch it up to that 28, you have to really work the movements around the back and the body speed. Don't focus too much about the speed. It'll come. But 2 of these, then we can whip it down. We can punch out a sprint. It's going to be fun. Think of that. So let's get through this one first. 3 minutes and 5 seconds. Building in. 24 rate. Now. Get the rate. There we are. and we self-check the length, the body movements. Yeah, carry it to the finish. One drive, smooth. Move the hands, back to the next one. Let the erg help get us back to the catch. Really feel the core. So we look to change up. 2 points. This one. Now, that's it. Get the rate. Then lengthen out. Feel the power. Hold what you can. Good. Halfway. Armpits. Feel the hang. Good. Good rhythm. Breathe. Changing. This one. Now, 28. Move the hands. Might be a bit more forced. Core. That's it. Good. Focus. 30 seconds. Moving. Spin. Good carry. All the way. Nice. Heart rate's getting up there. That's good. So even I found it a little bit difficult to change that 28. Got to get it first. Might need to think about shortening a little bit to here. Once you've got the speed around the back, look to lengthen it out every stroke till we get our normal length and the speed of the body. Just the little focuses. Remembering, we're always trying to do the least amount of work to get the best possible numbers and score. And that's by using big muscles, by being relaxed, and by looking at the technique that allows us to do that. We get the good body off the legs. We don't have to think like we've got to shunt our legs or swing that body harder. It's going to all happen as one nice smooth movement. So 10 seconds. Here we go. It's only 3 minutes. Last one at the resistance. And go. 24. Get the rate. That's it. Good hang. Comfortable. But feel that resistance. That's it. Each stroke. Focus. Next one. That's it. Make the changes. On the legs with me. Feel the squeeze. Ready to change. Hand speed. Now, here we go. That's it. Good. That got us there. Yeah. Good. Move with me. Lock. Hang. Doing well, team. That's it. Mind over matter. Here we go. Last minute. Hands, legs, acceleration. Yeah. Technique. Don't hurt the back. Core. Swing. Off the legs. 30 seconds. Hang. Legs. Press. All the way. Nailed it. Suck it in. That was good work. Good resistance work there, guys. Once we hit a minute, flick your flywheel back to your training zone. Maybe slightly less. Half a number. Oh, feels good already. Now it's going to be quick around the front. So we don't want to feel like we're getting there to pick the weight. We're actually moving around the front. Nice smooth movement. So get a feel for it. If you can get to that 28 easily. You will find your numbers might be a bit slower, but that's because we were using our power before, whereas now we want to use our speed with the body to tap it along. Find something that is not as taxing on the muscles, but we can manage for a long period of time. 28, 30, 32, 5 seconds. There we go. Now, oh, so easy. Yeah, tap. Good, breathe. Loose muscles, feel the hang, change in direction. Good, that's it. Think of the legs, driving the body, hanging. Good. Round the front. Up 2. Now, more speed. Good. Tap it along. Extension. Seat. Length. Relaxed. Breathing. Ah, good. Last change. Here we go. 32 strokes. Tap. Good. Speed. Hang. Body weight. Legs. 30 seconds. Now. Wind it if you want. Go. To the line. All the way. Nailed that. So much different. Oh, really nice team. You really felt the difference between the two on that. What we wanted to achieve is trying to find that rhythm there. Nice and relaxed, feeling like we could go on and do 3, 4, 5 minutes, whatever we may need to do that high rate pieces, 1,000 meters, 2K, whatever it might be. So remember, it's always about thinking about what you can do, feeling what needs to be changed for you personally. So just press menu if you're on your, and that'll save that workout to the memory of the PM5, PM4, whatever you're on. And now we can just look to do our warm down. Want to get a good stretch. The backs take quite a bit of load in those first parts. That load can be dangerous, but we're not going to bump it right at the top, and we're not just going to smash out high rating stuff, trying to get the rates. And as I said, we were looking at getting the rating to help with the speed. Then we found the length, and then we found the power with the body. So those are the things you've got to find. Work within yourself to start with, but quickly, and see how quick you can get into that rhythm through those power workouts. I guess next time when we do something like that, we may increase the time. We might do a couple of quick ones at the end. That was still a reasonable amount of time between everything. We're pushing well over 30 minutes for all of that. So, if we chuck in another one, we start pushing it closer to 40 plus. But it would have probably been nice to do that first one, maybe starting at 24, 26, working our way up. But hopefully you felt the speed of it and you were like, wow, this is awesome. It felt easy. It felt almost effortless. It felt like you were getting left behind at the front, left behind at the back. And so those things just help you for the technique when you start just doing your training sessions. It's things to focus on. Right, so I'm going to go do a bit of a warm down on the bike. Or keep going on the row machine for, I know, another 5 or 10 minutes. You just got to keep moving out. Remember, don't stop. Don't just stop when you finish. You know, it's some of the worst things you can do is just to stop as soon as you finish and then be like, okay, I'm going to sit here for a while. Yeah, terrible thing. No matter how buggered you are, put the chain down, zip up and down on the slide, suck in that oxygen, splash a bit of water on you, whatever you need to do, but just do not stop. Do not lay down on the ground. It takes a lot of willpower not to do it because you might be absolutely exhausted, but trust me, you will feel so much better 10 minutes down the track than you would be if you were laying on the floor. Awesome. Thanks to everyone that's subscribed so far. Plenty more workouts to come. Remember, erg data, if you can get that on your smartphone, if you got it already, and remember, Concept 2 machine. You want to hire one, get hold of Concept 2. You want to buy one, I think about $900 US, bargain. So hey, they're good value for money. Get into it. Thanks everyone for following. Looking forward to doing more with you, sweating a bit more on the garage floor, and yeah, making some changes in some people's lives, because that's what we're here to do. We love rowing. You're all rowers. Indoor row machine, out on the water. We're all rowers. Great community. Awesome. Cheers, team.